Hello and good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you can't tell by the room that I'm in, we are back home now from our vacation in Wildwood. We've been back for 2 days. Today's Wednesday. We got back on Monday early morning. We got back at like 2 a.m. which honestly was nice because we were able to get home, quickly unpack, and like climb into bed for a few hours. Whereas in the past we would have timed our driving to where we would get home around like 6 in the morning. Anyways, we've been home now. I took Monday as sort of an unpacking and resting day. And then also yesterday was kind of a catch-up day, but I also had to like tend to the garden. I had some banana peppers in there that were more than ready to be picked. So I picked those and I pickled them and water bath canned them yesterday. We did schoolwork yesterday, so it was kind of just a good day at home to sort of catch up on things. But now it is Wednesday morning and I have a pregnancy appointment that I'm going to be going to in a little while. So I'm trying to get ready for that. Cadence is going to be coming with me this time since Jaden went with me last time.
She doesn't want to.
She doesn't want to again?
I don't know.
I'll ask her, but last time I talked to her, she said she would go. I don't know. She's back and forth, but I know like if she doesn't go and Jaden goes, she's going to be upset. And she's going to want to go. So, yeah, I got a baby appointment today. It will be nice to hear the baby's heartbeat, but other than that, it should be a low-key appointment where I pretty much just get weighed and they check my blood pressure. I'm sure they're going to have me do a urine test as usual, and then ask me if I have any questions, listen to baby's heartbeat, and send me on my way. That's kind of what I'm expecting because they didn't tell me that I would be doing anything specific this appointment. So I think later on today in this vlog I'll probably sit down and like chat about pregnancy update or kind of catch you up to speed, because while we were on vacation I didn't really film any update videos. Today I am 23 weeks pregnant, I believe, so I'll probably go over all the stats for that and you know what my symptoms have been and stuff like that while on vacation. But I know that I haven't really chatted with you guys since we did the gender reveal and found out that we are having a girl. I am beyond excited. Honestly, I feel like it's too good to be true. I know that deep down I was kind of already leaning towards hoping it would be a girl, but you always want to stay neutral. I know that we would be happy either way, but I think that my thought process was just that, you know, Xander being a boy as my last baby, that's what I got to experience last, and so it would be nice to have another girl and go through that again. Even after I had my anatomy ultrasound, you know, like, well, this whole pregnancy, I should say, I never really had a strong gut feeling as to what baby was. And in the past, with all of my pregnancies, I've always had a dream of what baby was, like a boy or a girl. And this time around, I did not have any dreams whatsoever. So I felt like I really had no idea what baby was or what I thought baby was. So I had no gut feeling. But when I had my anatomy ultrasound, after the ultrasound, and I was just looking at the ultrasound picture on the ride home, I just got this strong sense like baby's a girl. But I kind of brushed it away because I was like, well, I don't want to focus too much on that and then already like get my hopes up kind of and convincing myself it's a girl and then be possibly let down if it were a boy. You know what I mean? Like, I just tried not to think about it too much. So anyways, that was about the only inkling that I had as far as what baby was. And so yeah, we did the gender reveal. That was so much fun. I'm glad it was a little more interactive and we got to like dig up those baby shoes rather than just like fire off a smoke cannon or something. But yeah, we are so excited. Kiki's over the moon. She's excited. The boys are meh, you know. In the past, Jaden had talked about how it would be perfect to have a girl because then we'd have 2 boys and 2 girls. But then, you know, when it was time to do the gender reveal, then he was saying like he thought it was a boy, and so I think that he kind of hoped it would be a boy. I think maybe he was a little bit disappointed. It still hasn't really fully sunken in I still have my days or parts of my day where I'm like reminded like, oh yeah, baby's a girl. Like there's a little girl in there kicking me and moving around, you know. I'm having a girl. So it's exciting. I'm so excited. It's just too perfect. Like boy, girl, boy, girl. But anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna finish getting ready and then we're gonna head off to my appointment. Okay, change of plans. I don't have Kiki with me, but I got this guy with me who's trying to hide. So
who I don't see anyone.
Yeah. We just got to my appointment. We're gonna go in and we'll see how long it takes us. See if Jaden gets to operate the what is that? Oh my gosh, what is that called? The Doppler? The Doppler.
This is
Yeah.
exactly where we parked last time.
Is it?
Yeah.
What do you think you're gonna do you think you're gonna check the baby's heartbeat?
I don't know
We'll see. I think you probably will.
how big this jump is.
Oh, you almost had it. Go down a little more. Thought I heard it. I hear it. Do you hear it? Like it's there you go. Just, there you go. You just need to. He's being too nice.
Yeah.
150's good. Do you hear the? That was movement. Did you hear the little blue? Down to 140. So probably 140 is 150
Nice.
is your heart rate. So
Good job.
you hear the bloops? That's moving.
Guess who got to find the heartbeat again? The midwife asked him if he wanted to stay there for the day and work with her, and he could just do that all day, just find the heartbeats for people. He was like, nah. And then the one lady was like, well, we have a bowl of suckers here all day. She's like, they sit there all day, so if you could have that, she's like, then would you stay here for the day? And you didn't answer, so I think you were thinking about it, huh? Was it tempting to think about being able to eat the suckers all day? But anyways, we got that done. That was an easy appointment, and I have a few other appointments scheduled
Mommy.
now, which I'll talk about later. But we're gonna head home to the other little kiddos.
Mom.
What?
It's like as soon as we put it on your stomach, we found the heartbeat.
Yeah, pretty much right away. And the baby was, well, you'll probably be able to hear it in the video, but the baby was kicking, so you could hear like the little blip sounds too whenever the baby was like moving or whatever.
Blip.
All right, let's go home. many hours later. I came home, had lunch, I cleaned up, and then I quickly whipped up the tortillas, at least the dough balls, so that those could rise while I took a nap. So I took a nap with the kids and then just got up, and I worked on cooking those tortillas as well as taking jalapeno peppers that I picked from the garden this morning. I pickled them. You will get a turn. It's almost your turn, okay? He wants to do my hair too. Yeah, it's almost your turn. And so I pickled them, like I made a brine for them, and I put those in the jars, and then I water bath canned them for 10 minutes. So I did that while I was cooking the tortillas, and now I'm taking a break, and Kiki wants to do my hair. I'm hoping to exercise after this, and then shower off, and probably have to jump into making dinner, huh? But I made those tortillas because Daryl is starting to get busy with harvest time now, and making the tortillas is, okay, careful, almost got my eye. Making the tortillas? Yes, making the tortillas, and I'm gonna fry up some ground beef so that it's kind of like meal prepping. There's only so much ham and cheese that one can eat, and so I'm trying to make some stuff to make burritos. He typically will get dinner from the boss and his wife, so that makes that nice for me, but I still have to send him with some food for lunch. So that's why I worked on tortillas today. Huh. You're waiting your turn. But I'm not sure how much more I'm actually going to do today, because I can feel that I'm running out of steam already.
What's steam?
Steam? The way that I said that, it pretty much means that I'm running out of energy. So I don't know if exercising is going to help that or make that worse. What do you think?
Help it.
It's going to help me have more energy? Oh, there's a hair clip falling out. Whoops. You're a good hairstylist. This is very nice. I might just fall asleep.
No, you can't.
What if I do, though? It just feels so nice. What if I just fall asleep? Dunk.
You can't just fall asleep and when you hit your head, you will just be awake.
That's true.
What is that?
I think my hair looks very nice. Oh, my eyeball. That was close to my eyeball. We got like a little side bang action going, right? Very nice. What do you guys think? I think Kiki has a few openings for this week if anybody wants their hair done.
Oh, yeah, I do.
You do? Okay, good. So they can come to you if they want their hair done?
Of course. Or I get their hair cut.
Or, oh, you cut hair too?
No.
You don't? Oh, okay. Okay, I am sneaking away a couple minutes to chat with you guys. My hair's wet because I showered. I actually got myself to exercise, which I really didn't want to do, but I pushed through and I did it, and I feel great now that I did it, which is usually the case, so I don't know why it's so difficult to push through, but anyways, feels even better because with being on vacation for 2 weeks, I didn't really do any exercising while we were gone. So I feel like my body settled into a lazy mode, if that's even a thing. And so I've just like been used to not doing a whole lot that I don't want to do a lot. So I knew that this first week now of exercising again was going to be difficult. And I'm already so out of breath. With that being said, I wanted to chat with you guys about the last 2 weeks of my pregnancy. Since we've been on vacation, I didn't film anything, didn't really talk about it much. I didn't have a whole lot that changed, but I figured I would just cover the last 2 weeks. So today I am 23 weeks pregnant. Baby is supposedly the size of a... Okay, well, a carrot. I don't know how that works, but... Uh-oh, there's a child crying. Oh no. Trying to see what type of cry this is. I think it's just a frustrated cry. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through this real quick in case he finds me. Sounds like it's a frustrated cry. He's not hurt or anything. So anyways, baby's the size of a carrot, which I don't know how they go by that, but you know, it's interesting. Last 2 weeks, as far as symptoms go, I hadn't had a whole lot that happened or changed or that I noticed, except for like feeling heavy in my stomach. There's definitely been some growth down there. The stomach area is so heavy. And it feels like a whole ordeal when I'm sleeping at night and I have to turn to my side. It's like, here we go. And it's like, hoist the belly over. She is a lot more active. I feel it a lot more. As I mentioned in my previous videos, I found out that I have an anterior placenta, which is the first time for me. I've never had that before. So I did notice a decrease in feeling movements and stuff because of that. But now that I feel like she's at a stage where she's big enough, I feel it a lot more, and those around me are starting to be able to feel it. I think it was when we were on vacation that Jaden got to feel the baby kick for the first time one morning. I may have caught that on video, I don't remember. But then, like a week later, or a couple days later, when we were actually at my cousin's wedding, I sat down on a bench for a short period of time, and the baby was kicking, so I quickly put Kiki's hand on my stomach, and she got to feel the baby kick. I think like 2 or 3 times. I don't know if I caught that on video or not, because we kind of had a couple people watching us, so I wasn't about to like break out my phone and record. But the look on her face was so adorable. Like, when she felt it, her face just lit up, and she looked at me like I felt it. And I can only imagine that, like, in her mind, it probably just became more real that there's actually a baby in there, you know, when you feel something kick. So that was really cool, and that was also already after we knew the baby was a girl, so I feel like that made it even more special. It's like, baby girl, just kicked her. So that was cool, but so far, Daryl now has not felt the baby kick. It hasn't worked out to where he's been near me when she's kicking or can feel it. Excuse me. So I kind of feel bad for him, but I've been trying to make sure that whenever I feel it, I tell him, and then he can have his hand on and wait. But it's almost like all the opportunities that we've had where he could have his hand on my stomach, she will stop kicking. Like, then she'll just be done. Like, every time. So he has yet to feel the baby kick. And I can tell he's a little bummed about that, but hopefully very soon he'll be able to feel her kicking. But she is definitely active and moving a lot. Especially at night, I feel like I realize it, and it's probably because I'm laying down and not really up and busy with stuff. So she's an active one already, but I love it. It's just like the best feeling in the world to me, to like feel the little life inside you kicking. It is like so special. It's something that I know that I will miss in the future when I'm done having kids, which I'm pretty sure this is our last. I'm not about saying never, because I feel like, how should I say this? I should say, as far as we are planning, this is our last baby. But I'm not going to say that we're not going to have another one, because things happen. Like, I don't want to say we're not having any more, and then something happens and I get pregnant, and then everybody's like, you said you weren't going to have any more. So I should say, we are not planning on having any more. We shall see how the rest of life plays out. So I know that knowing this is my last pregnancy, according to what I'm planning, I'm feeling all of these things for what I believe is the last time. And so I just really want to take it all in, because I know that I will miss it. Pregnancy has never been something that was very hard for me. Thankfully, I know I'm blessed with that. Not a lot of people can have a nice pregnancy where they don't really have any issues and they don't have morning sickness and all of that stuff, so I am very grateful. And because of that, I have been able to enjoy it to the fullest, and I've always enjoyed being pregnant. So, I know I'll miss it one day. But yeah, back to symptoms. I haven't really had much of anything. I'm definitely not sleeping as soundly through the night as I used to, and I have to use the bathroom often, so that's one thing that's changed. But besides that, just the full belly feeling and feeling heavier almost feeling like I'm starting to waddle when I walk. There's that. That probably looks funny. Even just exercising now for the first time after 2 weeks of not doing it, it felt harder. It felt awkward because of my belly being larger. So that's going to take some getting used to as I start to progress even more throughout my pregnancy. As far as cravings go, I still consistently want all things potato. I want potato salad. I want French fries. Like, those things I could eat all day, every day. I don't, because obviously I'd probably become a potato, but I crave those things. And, but other than that, I haven't had any new cravings. It's just been like savory foods that I really want still. That hasn't really changed. Everything at my doctor's appointment today went well. My blood pressure was good. I did a urine test and that was all fine. And then obviously baby's heartbeat was all good and dandy. So all we did was that, and then just went about scheduling my next appointments. I do have to go back on October 3rd because when I had my anatomy ultrasound, there were 2 things they were not able to see because baby wasn't in a favorable position. So they do want me to come back and get another ultrasound. So we'll get to see baby again, which should be nice. I know it'll be a quick ultrasound because they told me they just have to check for those 2 things. But I'm kind of hoping that they'll take another picture and send me home with one. That would be nice. But other than that, my next appointment will be a week after that, and that's when I'll be doing the glucose test, which I'm sure I'll talk about in the future. So I'm not going to try to talk about all those things too much in the future. But yeah, for now, just home, trying to settle in a routine again. One thing I didn't show you today that we did was school early this morning, like 7 in the morning, because Jaden wants to be able to go to work with Daryl now that Daryl's harvesting. And so he wants to get his school done early so he can do that. So we've been doing school like 7 a.m., which I'm up at that time anyway. And school doesn't take us that long, especially because he's focused and he wants to get it done. So we've been doing that. But yeah, I have to try to make up a new routine now that we're home and we're officially going to be jumping into the school season, and all of that jazz. So that's what I have been up to the last couple days and what I will continue to be up to for the rest of this week. Still trying to fully settle in, but have been busy with different appointments and things going on as well. So yeah, life has been full lately. It was a full summer, and I am happy it's fall. I love the fall season. And I would say just a smidge part of me is ready for winter, because that's when I feel like our schedule really slows down. And I'm kind of ready for it to slow down. Which makes me feel thankful that this is going to be a winter baby, because at least the end of my pregnancy, most likely our schedule will be slow. So there will be more rest involved. This is what I imagine. If it's actually going to be that way, I have no idea. We'll see. But anyways, I'm going to stop yapping on. I do believe this is going to be the end of the vlog, just because once I go downstairs, I will jump into making dinner and cleaning up dinner, getting the kids ready for bed, you know, pajamas and all that stuff. We usually kind of tidy up the house before I let them watch any type of show or anything in the evening, so we're probably gonna do that. And yeah, yeah, it's just best if I end the vlog here. So I am gonna go ahead and say see you later. I'll show you a quick clip of my bump, and that will be it. I hope that you were all doing well during this season of adjusting back to kids going back to school, just summer being over and all of that, you know, vacation busyness. There's a lot of sickness going around, and in that area itself, I hope you were doing well and not catching a lot of sickness. After this sickness we just had before vacation and during vacation, I hope that that's gonna be it for us for the rest of this year. You know, a girl could wish, but anyways, I'm gonna show you my bump, and I will see you guys in our next video.